YouTube, welcome to Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for the PlayStation 1, so let's get straight into it. Okay, so we're into the game. This is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for the PlayStation 1. So, start game. Just going to check our memory card. The aspect ratio is a little bit off, but that's because, obviously, it's a PlayStation 1 game, so it's kind of a bit messed up. I tried sorting it, and it just didn't look right, so we just have to leave it like this. Unfortunately, it happens with all the PS1 games when you use an Elgato, so there's not really much I can do about that.
There was nothing about the starry sky
Where'd I put my thing?
to suggest that strange and mysterious.
This game brings back so many memories.
As unsuspecting muggles slept, a huge motorbike with a giant astride it
Tumbled down from the
darkness. The giant, named Hagrid, left a blanket-wrapped bundle on the doorstep of number 4, Privet Drive. Nestled in the bundle was a baby, Harry Potter,
I need to sort this
the
camera out.
boy who lived. For the next 11 years, Harry lived with his dreadful step-parents, the Dursleys. Until
Should be a bit
that
better. Yeah, that's
fateful
better.
day when he received the letter inviting him
Now you can see
to
me
attend
properly.
Hogwarts School of
Oh, yeah.
Witchcraft and Wizardry. Hagrid took Harry to Diagon.
So in this first episode, we're going to be doing the first part of the game, which is collecting all of the yellow beans. We're going for 100% on this game. I've 100% this game plenty of times in the past, so it's not going to be much different from now. Obviously, the only part that I'm a little bit ugh about is the Diagon Alley. Worst part of this game, but that's not going to be until quite a lot later on.
Said the hat in his ear. You could be great.
It's all here in your head, and Slytherin will help you on your way to greatness. No? Well, if you're sure, better be Gryffindor! Why the hell is my bloody monitor's always weird? Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, because my disc's a bit scratched up, the audio's a little bit here and there. Now, is he going to talk? As you can see, it's kind of like glitched out a little bit.
No.
There we go, now it's fixed itself. Alright, so the first part we've got to do is we've got to go to do Wingardium Leviosa. It's a Leviosa, not a Leviosa. But if you go in here first, you can collect your first Witches and Wizards card. Merlin. Ah, these graphics are the greatest. To think that this is what we had to deal with back in the day. When I was a kid, these are the sort of graphics that we were like, oh my god, they're so good.
Hey Harry, remember me? Ron Weasley.
It's Ronald Weasley.
That slimy Slytherin Draco Malfoy ran through this door.
I think it was your owl Hedwig. Let's go after him. Yeah, the first part of the game is actually pretty simple. It's not too difficult.
Come on, Harry. Let's find Hedwig.
Well.
If it isn't the famous Harry Potter. I'm Draco. Looking for that? Go home to your.
Yeah, the first part of this game, it's just a tutorial. It teaches you how to play.
He's a nasty piece of work. Us Gryffindor.
I know it's been a while since I've actually released any videos.
Come on, Harry.
Just wanted to have a little bit of a break from YouTube. Been doing a couple of streams on Twitch here and there. Not too many. But thought, you know what, might as well get back to it. Get back to YouTube.
Hey.
Have fun. Have fun with it, you know.
To jump.
I remember as a kid, I struggled even with this bit. I was like, how do I do this?
Look.
Look, there's another feather. I actually started to learn, kind of learn how to speedrun this game. Bit of fun, you know. I thought, why not? Why not, James? Let's speedrun it a little bit. It's nearly Headless Nick.
Harry Potter, if you want to look around.
All the tutorials and stuff. Alrighty then. Off we go. Oh, almost messed that up. But it's fine. It's all good in the neighbourhood. I've actually had people request me to play Chamber of Secrets in the past, but I don't have the game, so I thought about getting it, but then I'm just like, is there much point? I don't know if it's as good as this one. I don't think any. I think this is the best Harry Potter game, honestly. I'll always say that Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for the PlayStation 1 is the best. I will always say that. Some snails have escaped from... So, the main things you have to do to get 100% in this game, you have to collect all the wizard cards, and you have to get enough house points. Those are essentially all you need. There we go. So you need, I think it's 300 house points in total by the end of the game. And you need to have collected all 16 or 17 wizard cards. I think it's 17. Wizard cards aren't actually too difficult. Get rid of this rat. So basically, you just have to try getting as many points as you can if you want 100%. Like on speedrunning.com, Wait, did I do this one right? No, I don't think I did. Did I not? I don't even know. Oh no, I did. That's fine. On speedrunning.com, to 100%, you don't need to get like everything. It just says, "Oh, collect wizard cards." You don't need to worry about house points. But that's not 100% in my book. Because if you manage to get 300 house points and collect all the wizard cards, you get a special ending. So I don't understand what people are on about. Or why on speedrun.com they're like, oh no, you have to do it this way. It's probably just to save time knowing them. Yeah, get as many house points as we can to start. Alright. And you can actually get more if you just get rid of that. Ta-da! We've got 45 house points already. Din din. Use the door.
I'm never long, but now I've lost my.
It's Neville Longbottom. Come on. There we go. And we're almost out of this area.
The lever is around here somewhere. There, I found it.
This game brings back so many memories. As a kid, I never was able to finish this game. I always got stuck. But to be fair, because the PlayStation 1 wasn't the greatest at reading scratch discs, it would just freeze at a certain part of the game, and we couldn't get past it. But luckily, my PS3, it can actually read scratch discs properly. God, I wish they would actually, you know... That's the one thing Xbox did better than Sony. Or Microsoft did better than Sony. For the Xbox. Was that you could actually... Their games were backwards compatible. Even with the newer ones, you could still play the older games. But Sony, for some reason, were like, oh, we're going to change the PlayStation 4 so you can't play any of the old games.
She was... Hi, I'm Neville. Nice to meet you, come on, Harry.
But I guess that's why emulators exist. Although I don't like playing using emulators. Not for things like PlayStation games.
Wow! Oh,
Ah, the flying lesson. I always hated doing this.
here's the doorway.
I'm still waiting for my broomstick.
I am Madam Hooch, your tea. There is a house point. Stay your broom.
Alright. So let's get this bread, shall we? This part can, like, the flying stuff is meh. It's really only this one and what is it? Then the one in the next episode that we're gonna have to do that actually matter. The rest of them you don't really have a time limit. Like when you play Quidditch on this game, you don't have a time limit.
Fly through. Ready, Potter?
You can take forever doing it and you won't lose. You'll always win. But these ones, if you want to collect the house points, you have to make sure you do them within the time limit. And when you do Quidditch practice, that can get you 75 house points overall. But you have to be careful not to miss any of these rings, because if you miss any of the rings, you actually changes your score, so you can't get any house points, which could be an absolute pain in the bum. We can also collect this bean as our first bean. And it's just one more.
Well done, Potter.
Another 10 house points.
10 house point. Ready for a tougher challenge as before. On my whistle.
You can afford to mess up every now and then, because it's only for house points. Ooh. Unfortunately, oh, for God's sake. Unfortunately, sometimes the camera angle's a bit ugh. So it messes up my movement a little bit. Ah. And I missed that. Of course I did.
Well done, Potter.
Oh my lordy.
10 more house points for Gryffindor. You have mastered the basics of broomstick control.
You've mastered the
Now run
basics
along.
of broomstick control. Now run along. I'm glad we saved it just at the last second as well.
You met Hermione. No, I am not. Hello, Harry.
Charms class is about to start. This is where we learn our first spell, Wingardium Leviosa. Out of all the spells in this game, Wingardium Leviosa is the main one you use. Wingardium Leviosa and Incendio are the main two you use. The other two that you learn are absolutely useless. You don't use them for anything. You use them for maybe one thing and that's it. But Wingardium Leviosa you're always using. Incendio you have to use it at certain points.
Oh, no.
It's kind of stupid, I'd say. It's like, oh, you learn these spells, but you barely use them. At least that's one thing Hogwarts Legacy did right. If you want to not talk to that guy, walk around him, otherwise it'll put you in automatic thing. Automatic. Is it automatic dialogue? That's it. So these are another thing. If you do it within the time limit, you get the house points. But if you don't do it in the time limit, I think you lose house points. I can't remember actually, because I've not lost on these in a long time. And I mean long. I'm talking years.
You must be Harry Potter. Welcome, young wizards. I am Professor Flitwick, and today you will learn the spell
Wingardium Leviosa.
Watch my wand move and press the symbol button it points to. Complete each sequence 3 times to learn the spell Wingardium Leviosa. Now you try. Get ready.
Now these mini games are alright. They're not actually too difficult.
That was good. Excellent.
Although I find one of them later on is actually a bit glitched, so sometimes it doesn't like do it properly.
Superb. Keep up. That was good. Excellent.
There we go, we're done.
Well done.
You've mastered Wingardium Leviosa.
Potter, Granger, and Weasley, follow me to see the Wingardium.
Beautiful. Oh, I love this game.
Listen carefully. An object, a charmed. Try levitating the hourglass onto its pedestal to open. Press the triangle button to release the object.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Well done. 5 points to Gryffindor.
95 house points. So I think in this first episode you can get a maximum of 110. I'm pretty sure it's 110. There's also a mini game we have to do, and that's a pain in the arse. So there's 3 wizard cards you can get in the first area. 2 are 3 bookcases, and 1 is a mini game.
Dear Harry, please meet. You can get to.
Pop round for a cup of tea and a chat. I have something important to tell you. Your friend, Hagrid. There you go, Hagrid wants to meet you in the courtyard. So, first things first, let's go and collect the stuff that we need. Because in this episode we're actually going to collect all the yellow beans. And it gives us a wizard card. Oh yeah, you actually get 4. Well no, no, you don't get 4, you get 3. That's in the next area, the blue beans. That gives you a wizard card.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You can also do this for some extra house points. So, we're going to go into here. The Great Foyer. And this is where we can collect a majority of the yellow beans and also get 2 wizard cards. As a kid, I never even knew you could do that. This bookcase gives you some of the beans, and it gives you a wizard card. Doodlin.
Salazar Slytherin.
Salazar Slytherin. Alright, so if we do this bit first. And we've also got a little boss battle to do. I do find it funny, it makes you do a boss battle in the first area. Alright, we've got 32 beans. You need 50 beans to start with. Because if we actually click start, it will show us we need 50 yellow beans, 70 blue beans, 80 green beans, and 100 red beans. The red beans are probably the easiest ones to actually get, because you get so many of them, it's ridiculous.
Watch out for the suits of armor. I hope
I never meet one. Alright, let's do the minigame first. This is the only minigame of its kind in this game. It could be a bit fickle, but it's actually not too difficult.
help me, Harry. Please help.
You just have to shoot everything. I missed one, that's alright. It's alright if you miss a couple. Because you could just do this over and over until you've done it. And we're done.
Thank you, Harry.
There we go. The next famous Witches and Wizards card. Doodlin.
Cornelius Agrippa.
Cornelius Agrippa. That sounds kind of wrong. On a couple of levels. Oh my god. Yes. Cornelius Agrippa. Go in here, can get some more beans. Don't want to get hit by them because I've been hit by them a bit too many times in the past. So now we've got 40 out of 50, we only need 10 more. Oh, righty then. So now all we need to do, go to the Great Hall. Beautiful. Gotta love the loading screens. And then, who's down here? Oh, it's Draco Malfoy.
Oh, well, Potter. This is trapped in a big scale.
So yeah, Malfoy decides, oh, I'm going to be a dick. So if we go to the dungeon, collect some of the beans here, and we can go and get everything else. I don't know if this is going to be enough. We might need to go into the Great Hall to collect the rest of them. Yeah, we're going to need to go in the Great Hall.
Mr. Potter, a sloth.
It's sloth brain, you nitwit. I hate that he's like that. Oh, a sloth brain. No, it's sloth. Pronunciate your words, Severus Snape. A lot of back and forth in this one. A lot of loading screens and whatnot. The Great Hall can actually be a bit glitchy. When I played the emulator version, it was so laggy, it was unreal. We only need 3 anyway. As you can see, a little bit laggy. Even on the PS1 version, it's a bit... So we got 50 beans. Now we just got to go give the beans to Fred and George. Fred and George are who you give the beans to. Of course it's Fred and George. Fred and George Weasley. You give them the beans, and then they give you the password to the portrait, which gives you a special item. Or special power. And you can find them in the Gryffindor common room on this one. Because they're always in a different location, depending on which part you're at. So for the yellow beans, they'll be in the Gryffindor common room. For the blue beans, they'll be out in the castle grounds. The green beans, they'll be in the dungeon in front of the portrait. And the red beans, they'll be in the Gryffindor tower, I think. What is it? Tower? Yeah, it's the Gryffindor tower. Where you have to go for transfiguration. Unfortunately though, in this episode we're also going to have to learn Incendio's spell. Because for some reason, as soon as you go outside, it puts you into an automatic cutscene where it makes you go and get the Incendio spell. So first things first, let's go to the portrait room so I don't forget.
Fizzy Pop.
Fizzy Pop.
Well done, young sir.
Well done, young sir. This gives you the Nimbus 2000. All it does is increase your speed a little bit when you're in the flying. When you're flying, basically, that's all it does. So it makes certain parts of the game easier. Now we've got that done, we've got to go beat Malfoy up. And I won't lie, this is the most annoying boss fight in the game. Particularly because of the animation of picking up the wizard crackers. Like, when you pick up the wizard crackers, you have to wait a couple of seconds before you can throw it, which is really frustrating. Because the only time you can hit Malfoy with them is when he's standing still trying to throw one at you. So if you pick one up when he's doing that, and then you try throwing it, he'll move before it hits him. The animations can be a pain in the arse.
Time for a lesson, Potter. Let me teach you about wizard crackers.
Let me teach you about wizard crackers.
You're not leaving.
We're not leaving this castle until I have my revenge. As you can see, now I picked up. And I did it too early. Because I'm an idiot. There we go. When he does that, that's when you throw it. And do another one. And then do another one. You only have to hit him a total of 9 times.
Crab, take care of this upstart.
And he starts to get friends. Crab and Goyle, his lackeys. Now he's throwing the bigger ones that explode. You have to pick up the ones that Crab or Goyle throws. Oh, that was lucky that actually hit. Alright, I like it when he gets accidentally stuck. There we go. And we managed to hit him.
Crab, you idiot! You're supposed to protect me. Goyle,
Goyle, get in here now.
Who the real wizards are.
Show him who the real wizards are. Heh heh. And I accidentally got hit, but that's fine. Well, I meant to pick one up. Oh, wait. I thought I picked one up. Apparently it didn't work. There we go. And we done it.
Blast you, Potter. Next time you won't be so lucky.
Now, this is a funny part. You can't actually skip this part as well. Because it's like a cutscene animation, so... Crab runs the wrong way. They really made Crab seem like such a dope. I think the actual actor that played Crab in the movies is in prison. I can't remember. I think he is, actually.
Meanwhile, the house point hourglass.
Yep, this is how you know that you've passed a certain point. So when you pass a certain point, it gives you this cutscene of house points, which you cannot skip.
Ravenclaw.
Slytherin will always beat you, no matter what. It's just in the programming of the game. Because obviously that's what happens in the books and the films. Slytherin beats you, but then at the end of the year, Dumbledore rewards you enough house points for you to beat Slytherin. So you always start off getting more points than Slytherin. So that's 110 that we've got.
Gryffindor are in the lead on house points. Will Slytherin hold the house cup for 7th consecutive year?
Possibly. Possibly not. And then we go out into the castle grounds. And it forces us to go to Hobology class. don't get a choice, Harry.
Hello, Harry. It's me, Hagrid.
Good to see you.
These are the Hogwarts Castle. You'll need to attend your... Come round my hut later for tea. I've something to ask you. My hut's in the grounds.
So basically, makes you come outside, sends you to class, and tells you to go pop round his hut later for a cup of tea. Right next to Herbology class is the Quidditch practice. So I can actually cheese this. Before you even start the timer, just hit those. Hit it on the edges, get a nice 20 house points. And it's done. You can also start collecting your beans here. That's uno. And that's dos. Yeah, you can actually just jump on the second one instead of going on the first one. And ta-da!
Harry Potter, I presume.
Welcome to Herbology. You're just in time.
Good day, students. I'm Professor Sprout.
Right.
Right. Let's learn how to cast an incendio spell. Watch my wand complete each sequence through. That's the ticket. Get ready.
And we get another mini game. This one's actually not too bad.
That was good. Excellent. Perfect.
Ta-da!
Most impressive. Now try this one. That was good.
Do, 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 do.
Excellent.
Do.
Perfect.
There we go. That's Incendio done.
Now follow me to learn how.
Follow me to learn how to use Incendio spell. Ta-da!
Let's try. Use your wand. Hit the correct.
Now, doing Incendio is quite annoying.
Incendio!
Ta-da! 5 points to Gryffindor. And we're done. So let's quickly give ourselves a little save. Save game. You know what? Should we have a look? Because obviously, by the end of the game, you need to have 95%. So we got 25%. We're already a quarter through the game, by the looks of it. But yeah, that has been the first part of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for the PS1. As always, YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Remember to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and leave any comments down below of anything you lovely people love to comment. This has been your boy Jam Place. I shall see you in the next video. So, peace!